You can stay top. You can stay top. Just do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, Eosyn's just getting dragged around everywhere. This is what we love to do, Eosyn. You know me and Mike love baiting you as well. I'm sure he's used to it. They are trying to get a little bit aggressive top. They get the imprisonment. Not really going to run down. And there's the kill on Dutra down bot now.
He caught
Low
it.
HP. Acorn shot out.
He caught it.
He got the glimpse at it. And, well, without the Spirit Siphons. And the side of Sand King Gómez just falling behind a little bit. They'll try to make a move up top. Snowball out. Tag team as well. There's some counts to save, but Shard's on point. Shido will have another Dark Pact up, but doesn't have anything to protect. And now the Astral's down. Tombstone to try to buy for time. Doesn't lead to anything. Sanctified is dropping low and should drop to Yanbura. They're TPing in the Ember as well. They heal up the Tombstone. Isla's forcing the issue. Has the imprisonment.
Oh, this is gonna be...
But
oh,
here
he
comes
misses!
Lund missed. Sleight of Fist misses. The Remnant does come in. He has the chains. They should be able to find his chains out. They will find a counter kill. That took a little bit more, but you know, you get some counter activity here from Lund.
I mean, for him...
Arrow's ready. Can he find it though? Tombstone down. Chains does not connect. Sanctified is there to save, and the imprisonment's out. Arrow misses as well. Shards to cut off. They'll still dive. They Remnant forward. They do get the snowball save out from Sanctified. The hammer connects. The hammer drops. The two hammers down. Lund low on HP, but they almost find Isla. Not enough. Imprisonment again marks in to help. Perfect timing on the stun.
Damn.
And they just clean up that dive. 3 for 1.
I have to say, John, like I was hyping up Sand King Gómez, but I didn't see...
So you're feeling good. This is pretty much free lanes coming out from CDUB across the board. They are starting to get some space down mid to be aggressive. They managed to get the chains off onto Sanctified, but the punch slows down Lund. And Lund is still in an awkward spot as out front. They're going to kick Yanbura out. Sanctified does get rooted up again and does fall, but Lund will Remnant away. Duster dropping low now with Ducho showing up with the Exo. They'll find more, but here comes the OD. TP's out. Isla has the imprisonment, has the hammer. Does manage to connect with the leap out. Nine's still safe.
Right, just the targets you can't...
find your own punishment now.
Yeah, it's just the target you can't kill. They did pop Exorcism. They popped Tombstone. The Tombstone was killed. Like, a lot of things here committed by Sand King Gómez, and you also lost the tier 1 tower on the top lane. OD first finished that off, and then he TP'd. Mark on the mid lane. He's a bit deep. And on the bottom as well.
And Mark's trying to fall low, does fall in the end, but they will find Ducho down bot with the tag team, plus the right clicks of Double King. You really don't have too much to be worried about now on the Lifestealer. A lot of back and forths. You're still up by a good amount in CDUB, like 8-6, slightly even kill board. They're trying again. Then it connects this time. No leaps, no escapes coming out there.
I love
9.
that.
The damage is more than enough. Yeah, that taunt. I do enjoy that. And then this game is... It's not the way I'd expect. You hyped me up.
Look at the Skelly.
So much in Sand King.
Look at the Skelly boys on mid.
There you are. That's the push. That's the push coming out. Just all by themselves, 2 sets of Skellies, more than enough to drop this tower to close to low. Yeah. They will find Mark in the triangle. Good rotation coming out from Lund, but here comes your OD hammer out for the imprisonment. Does connect perfectly, and Lund is gone. They'll try to catch more. 9 not safe. Punched into the air. Sanctified with a double. 11-7. You're punishing Mark, but you're still losing Lund in the end.
And you're losing...
Connects. Astral to save, and not going to follow through on Mark.
Ember dusted.
Oh. Yeah, they're trying to go deep. Tombstone is dropped. They might be able to force out the Aegis on Mark. They played their cards right. Said Double King. They've got the imprisonment. They've got the hammer flying through. Will it connect? Yes, it does. The arrow misses as well. Hammer dropped on top of the hammer. They'll find Ducho. Chase down for more. Shido just cleans up Duster. But the AoE damage from Mark is starting to force him away. So 2 for 1 so far. Imprisonment again. Stun is at the ready. They'll find a undying further trouble. Yanbura falling down in front of his tower.
Yeah.
And CDUB.
Sanctified right.
Good position to feed that push.
Sanctified right there.
Shido again just puts himself in danger and tries to angle out for this pounce somehow. They get the chains arrow onto Mark, but there's the snowball save again. Sanctified just saving the day, ensuring Mark gets to live on. Has a Bloodstone active now as well, so regaining some mana. Starting to drop Ducho low, but he's got the heals, he's got the sustain, and they will take down the Tusk. as they'll find the Aegis on Mark, maybe,
One hit.
hopefully. One right click does get the job done. So the supports are gone. Mark's isolated,
Arrow.
no course to help. The arrow connects perfectly, and Mark being punished for being so far ahead. None of the other cores on CDUB in the area.
Yeah, that's
Just a little bit of overconfidence getting punished.
Oblivion staff into Mage Slayer, so like, he's getting everything out of his items. Efficiency through the roof. He's still not there yet when it comes to the farm. And I would really like to see BKBs from them sooner than later, but it's only Ember buying it.
Yeah, they get the blink initiation onto our DP. Ducho gets taken out with a smoke play. But they are starting to collapse on top with a Moonlight. Still the range from that Astral with the Aether Lens is to be forced back because of the arrow. Another though with the Ags reveal on Isla. Can they keep the lockdown on the Slark? Dust does not quite connect.
He pops the ulti,
Will
right?
bail out.
Yeah. He popped the
Oh,
ulti
they
anyway.
catch more. Sanctified still with a blink finds Yanbura. So you don't find a big core, but yeah, you force out the ult from Shido. Aegis or not, just going onto the high ground, understanding how strong they are. SKG, they've got some output here. They've got good control. Even just the level 1 silence is big as they jump forward with Shido catching out Mark, but the Astral Imprisonment's there to stop that movement. Mark's still starting to drop low, has the Infest to help save. And Shido's still going in, but the hammer just murders him as they get baited in to chase down that Tasty Lush. They're the ones to be punished instead. 9 should be able to TP out, does bail out, but that opens up the high ground.
Yeah, this should be a side now. Nice attempt. I didn't mind it that much. It was a little bit disconnected. Ember didn't have a lot of mana when he joined, and they decided to fight when they didn't have BKBs. I think that's like the biggest issue. Slark isn't even buying one. I don't blame him, but like, you really need BKBs this game. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're trying to get one right now on Lund, so at least the Embers can have some play, but no other core ready to really back him up on that. They'll take the racks, they'll back off for now in CDUB. 19 to 13, 12k lead coming out here, 23 minutes in. The arrow connects again.
On the edge.
Really annoying for Duster. Yeah, that's 2 times in a row.
He's got the
But
magnet.
he's fine.
Someone put the magnet on him. He doesn't know.
Shido actually
Shido?
gets caught by the hammer. He might be dead here. Does have the ult, so can't escape. Trying to make a play onto Isla. He does have the imprisonment to save for now, but he's starting to drop low on the OD, and he's punished for being way too far forward. They get the route out onto Duster as well. So CDUB overstaying their welcome. They will get taken down in SKG. Well, those are pretty big. Down first, Double King and Mark.
It's got
Pretty
to
far
BKB.
forward here, although. Yeah, they've got the BKB on Double King. The imprisonment's still there to save. And they're trying to jump the back line. Lunge is trying to chase down this OD. Isla's starting to drop fairly low. But Double King free to stand up front. The jump back from Shido trying to pick off the supports. But the snowball save is there. Mark still dropping low, but Bloodstone has been popped. Not enough to sustain. So they drop Tree. The side of
Okay, Double
SKG
King as
cleaning
well.
up nicely. And now Double King is all alone. Rage TP right out. Not enough damage to kill. Might have been a bit nice for Duster.
I don't know.
Smoke out.
Mistake, I guess, yeah.
Oh, nice smoke breakout from Isa. Maybe not intentional, but could lead to some good kills. Punched up in the air with a BKB running, trying to retreat on the side of CDUB. The chase is out onto Isla. That Blood Torrent in effect. They isolate the OD and get the kill, but here comes the backup.
Back.
The damage coming out from Mark. Buyback is there. They want to chase down. They know they've got to take this Roche off the back of this. They managed to jump onto Sanctify. The punch there to stall. It's costly, but it pays off. Still to jump forward. BKBs are down. The imprisonment's out from the Slark, so it doesn't maximize that Blood Torn. Arrow's there to save, but the stuns connect. They're trying to body block Shido. Not quite enough.
Another
They're
catch?
chasing forward. Another imprisonment out. Can he get the follow-up stun? Sanctified does blink forward. Punch in the air. Spear flies out.
He's going for
Nine's
more.
down.
He's like, he has blink in 2 seconds. 1 second. Let's see if he finds Yanbura. He finds him.
Yep. Has the imprisonment. Has the hammer. Not going to be a complicated one to find at all onto the Undying. So to take another. Big wins for CDUB after a lot of back and forth. Good life coming out from SKG. But CDUB with commitment.
Yep.
So they reveal it. Don't really want to go too far, but CDUB's still here. So they're still in position. A nice ward out from SKG does spot Double King, but they get the imprisonments out. The hammer immediately dropped from Isla. Not enough damage coming through, but the silence, the control is out in Isla. Aegis immediately pop. Sanctified gone as well. Tombstone taken out in the high ground. 4 staffs to saves. Can they clean up? They get another silence out onto Isla, and he is just... Oh, the infest to save, not quite enough. The control is coming through. The sustain from Mark. The damage is there. Forced to buy back from the Ench. Only one to fall from SKG. That's a big win for SKG.
That's a huge win and a huge blunder from CDUB. I feel like OD, the jump was good, but the ulti wasn't. I think what you do there is probably you set up a Meteor Hammer instead. You hit the 2 heroes, I believe OD and Mirana with the Meteor Hammer, and then you fight afterwards. But instead he just blows up everything that he has. Ench, mid.
Yeah, we get the chains out, Remnant forward. Control is there, and the damage should be more than enough. Here comes Mark, though, and Sanctified. They want to find something for that dieback on the Ench, but they can't really lock anyone down as Double King in a risky position. Still has the Rage. Shido diving fairly deep to get the control onto the Ember. Can he get the damage off, though? Slights the stall, Remnant back to safety. BKB on Mark. He wants to keep that chase going. They get the control onto Shido.
So unfortunate
so they
for him.
find one more big kill.
Yeah, it was.
He gets his BKB in this too.
Yeah, it was a good fight from, or at least
Mark is gonna have that great time. Whether or not it is the Scotty coming out here as well. So just more stats, more control, counter healing coming out. BKB is up for Isla though.
They have a Hex
side of CDUB. They're going forward. They want to get the control onto Lund. They do manage to get the Hex off, and damage is there. They manage to get that kill. Big one onto Lund. Not going to be able to find anyone else. They did pop. Tower is still set to melt. Good silence coming out. The jump forward off the back of it. Lund wants to find a kill. Astral Imprisonment saves are out. Double King pops a BKB as well. They are starting to drop low. No, the Infest is there to save Mark, but the jumps forward. Can they find that first life? They will. They're trying to find the supports as well. Double King still holding his ground. Mark back in. Does not have his Bloodstone ready. The hammer drop from Isla is a lot of damage. It's gonna clean up too. Can they find more? Lund standing forward. The cheese eaten.
This Slark has too many stacks, man. You need to get the hell out.
Oh my god, 53 stacks on the Essence Shift. They cannot sustain this prolonged fight. Isla gets found as well. It's just going to try to TP out. Can his timing connect? Yes, it does. They will be able to find the dieback on Ducho. Sanctified traps himself up. And he will be the sacrifice. So 3 for a few in the end, but they get the dieback in the DP at least.
This Slark hits for 500 damage.
That's back on that tusk. Immediate jump out. Does get bashed up through the BKB. Snowball is there along with the imprisonment. Not going to be able to stack those stuns well enough. Meteor Hammer does miss. Trying to still force things out. BKB popped here by Dutra. Trying to get the chase onto Mark, but to jump backwards onto the edge. Gem is dropped. And Mark now isolated. Is held back again with the stuns. Astral Imprisonment is saving a little bit, but BKBs were popped early. Can they run down? They don't manage to connect the chain stuns here. They have the Infest on Mark. He's alive for a little bit longer. The damage is flowing in, but Double King, he's held up as well. Imprisonment to save.
Isla has a lot of max mana.
Oh no, he's starting to melt. Isla does have a lot of max mana, but where does he drop the hammer here?
To the base.
He's just forced to TP.
Yeah.
And they leave Mark to die. Another big win for SKG in this. This could open up something like the high ground if they want to play aggressive, but without the DP, maybe a little bit risky for them. Does manage to run out. Doesn't really pop the smoke. Is a close call. The flanks coming in from CDUB. Roshan, it's not falling that fast.
It's very, very slow.
It's not like they have stacks and they blink forward to get the control onto Yanbura. But they don't have any of that chain stun for the Slark now. They're starting to drop low. Isla's gone. No buyback on him. And they force that fight, but they don't have the target they want. They lose Mark as well. Double King forced to run back. Duster going to fall. Double King, BKB can't TP out, not with a Slark around in the area.
It's a matter of bash. Can
no
he get any bashes? What the hell?
He's TPing now. There's the bash. He TPs late and gets bashed late anywhere. Big win for SKG. 3 buybacks ready on CDUB, but they jump in and they just... into the moonlight. Be an awkward fight over the runes. Shido does get the haste.
And he breaks the
Smoke
smoke.
does pop. Oh, it's running into the back line. Does find Sanctify to control. It's there. The jump forward from Isla. Can they keep the control? Yes, they can. They get that first life on Shido gone. Can they find more? Can they force something out here on CDUB? They get the control. The remnant out from Lund. He's still surviving. Duster trying to get the hits off. Not quite enough
Crazy,
on
he
the
lives.
inch. As they find the DP. The buyback's forced out though. Lund trying to go back in. Hex out. Age is gone. Reset is given, but Shido is back into play. And the side of CDUB have to back off. They get the Hex out onto that Lesh. And Mark has no play.
He
Has buyback.
That's the play, right? Like you go back to your high ground, you bait them in, and then you fight. Slark doesn't have a buyback, Ember doesn't have a buyback. Like if you can kill either one of these two or both of them, you could be in a really good spot. But Flash has to buy back here. You need him. You need the Hex.
Yeah, you can't go in without that Lush. They're gonna try to get the first Hex off. The buyback's there. BKB is pop. And a refresh there for Shido, so he has everything back up again. They're still trying to drop low. They might be able to find Miranda. They find another Nyanbura. Can they get more? DP, Dutro being chased down here. The imprisonment's out as well on the Ember, but Shido does re-engage. 15, 16, every stack going up. Imprisonment to save for now. Astral, the hammer, drop, not quite enough this time. As now they might be able to find that pesky OD. The dieback was already out from Mark. OD immediate buyback now as well for Mark.
Lifestealer also
Such
caught.
an awkward engagement. And they're forced to buy back on so many heroes.
You have 45
CDUB.
essence shift charges. Do you run? I think you still... Well, there's a tier 2 on the... You're just chilling back because bottom lane is being pushed in. This is very risky for SKG, but a cool play.
And they get the Hex off. But the snowball save is there. They drag everyone in. The silence is out. The BKB, they have time to pop it. But they drop that Tusk so fast. The fountain dive. Shido just gets a control. They actually find a dieback. And it feels impossible to defend. That should be it. As they go on to the Ancient. Double King just trying to get some damage off, but it's him against the world. And the GG is called 57 minutes in. Sand King Gómez do manage to pull it back. But that was not an easy game for them.
That wasn't easy, that wasn't clean, but it was a good game. It wasn't...
Huh? And you're kind of running low now on Duster to maintain that impetus spam coming out. They'll get the jump back. One impetus shot out. 9 does not have level 2, so no leap. Is dropping low. Fairy Fire is there.
Arrow as well.
Arrow does connect. Can they have the output for Double King, though? They will. 9
Deny?
still alive.
Oh my
jumps away.
God.
No! Oh, 9!
Nice.
He does it.
Nice.
He's a hero. He jumps in.
A kill.
Forward.
This is just not a kill. You can hurt them, but you will not kill them. Trample. If you want to kill anyone, it needs to be the Beastmaster. You need to jump him instead.
Yeah, they'll try.
Trample.
Poking around. We've got the damage to try to run down Yanbur, and they will find it with the axis, but Isla is sacrificed.
Maybe a second one.
Might find another one. The pounce does connect. 2 for Shido. So in the end, SKG, they come out on top. They're very happy with how their lanes are coming out from SKG. Mark, it's a harder target to pin down, but they'll try. They've got the bumps around. Sanctify just waiting
Arrow, maybe?
on the high ground for maybe an onslaught. They get the arrow connection, but not a long one. As Mark, they sustain, and the damage is there from Sanctified with a roar out from Isla. Yanbura forced the TP out to stomp us out. Tree for nothing.
Honestly, that's the most forced kill that I've ever seen them at.
They might even
punish them,
he
right?
might force them to make a play, but they're not willing to group up right now. SKG though, they're willing to group up. Smoke up here. They've got that fresh blink on Dutra. They just need to find the angle in. Duster's there to break. Has the sentry as well. The fusel's there. Simple kill. Shido picks up another. They will be able to retreat though, but Avalanche Arrow does not connect. Gets caught in the boar. But they will still keep that jump. Good rollout from Lund. Overgrowth on top as well. Mark TP'd into this mess. He's starting to get ripped apart. No mana on that DK, but Shido doesn't have the HP to sustain through. The Avalanche is there to save for a little bit of time. Lund has a shield crash, is forced back, still rips apart
Nice
the DK.
play from him. Can they get
will
anything
still
more?
lose the Pangolier. And Shido still trying to run, brought back with the Reality Rift. Not that durable on the Slark right now. The trample is enough. So some punishment out from CDUB.
It was a little bit too deep. They're diving. Not only that it's deep, you're using your.
Still have to respect the side of CDUB a little bit more. But overall, you're not hurting for too much here on the side of SKG.
Mark.
2K lead coming out from CDUB now. Mark getting poked a little. There's the blink reveal out from Lund. You get the control
Oh, the
and the
thunder.
stomp forward into the roll though. And you are stuck in an awkward spot for Sanctified. Another freebie coming up for Shido. No, 9 takes it. The roar is out onto the Slark though. Shido
locked.
being chain stunned with a Chaos Bolt as well. So you find 2, but you lose your Slark. Good punish from CDUB.
Good job by them.
Film, isn't it? The great film. Did you ever go to a movie screening where they threw the spoons at the cinema? It was a very American thing, I think, but I always wanted to experience that. This is something that SKG might not want to experience. The blink being up and Mark jumps onto 9. He's the one saying hi now. They rip 9 apart.
Mark is back and he's angry.
Yep. He's feeling it. And they've pretty much got that aggressive tempo now on CDUB, right? Overlord up and running on Isla. You've got the blink on your DK. You've got the drums on Sanctified going on to BKB. They do find Jan Bura down bot as well and Double King. I mean, he's hitting like Turk. He's also going to have blink. So you have this high momentum.
By shards, right?
Yeah. You have options here. I think it's mainly just what Worry would say. Roar, they find another target to inhibit. Duster is starting to drop a bit low. Arrow does not connect. The roar is out onto Yanbura as well, and the stomp forward from Sanctified into the Pulverize. They find that Treant.
CK is coming.
Shido's still going. They're out of mana now. Shido is starting to melt down Isla, but can he really find his kill by himself? Doesn't look like it. Forced to stomp his way out. As the blink forward, the stun's out, they get the control. The damage is coming onto Shido. He doesn't have his ult, but the roll from Lund saving the day for now. They're actually starting to drop low. Double King, not in a healthy spot, does fall down in the end, and now Mark cannot bail. The arrow connects onto Duster. The avalanche toss from Ducho, and what looked a bit messy works out in the end for SKG.
Yeah, Beast TP
They
is
want to
bottom.
find Sanctified on all of these strength here, so you don't really have any spells to cast sometimes. It makes it really hard to play the game. We try again with a roll. Blink forward from Lund. Arrow does not connect to anyone, but they're still keeping that chase. Moonlight Shadow's out to try to bail. They'll find Isla anyway. Here comes the Pulverize out onto Lund. So they'll find a trade in exchange. They do force the BKB out, though. Double King gonna be down of that one tool. Yeah, they're trying to run him down. Avalanche does cut them off. And Roshan's not being fully committed now, just from that little movement out. It's still slowly falling. They'll smoke out on CDUB first.
This is a good smoke.
They're going into the high ground. They jump the Treant. They take out Yanbura. So no overgrowth here.
Rolling
the
thunder.
roll from Londo, pinning down 2. The roar is there. BKBs are being popped. Shido just trying to get what he can. Lund starting to drop very low. Pulverize onto Ducho on the side.
Slark is gone.
They managed to pin down the Slark. Just melts in the middle of all of that damage. And that's going to be your roll down. Buyback on Yan.
The high ground.
Yep. They're going for a fairly safe push. A good flank coming out though. Shido trying to get some control. Does manage to get the pounce, but not for long. Does still have his ultimate. A good overgrowth, but where's the follow through? The BKBs are still running. And it still gets popped. Pulverize out onto the Treant. They can't really pin anyone down. Roll's already gone. The roar is up. And that is a fast melting Slark now. Shido, he's getting cooked up after being fattened up in the lanes. So keeping that pressure onto Dutra. Nice reality rift back onto Lund. Still has to squash out, but Dutra is set to fall. And that's going to be at least one set of racks coming out for the side of CDUB. They can dip into the Roche as well if they wanted to, but it looks like they'll gun for another set of... It certainly isn't. Like, even if he hits this Ags, it does feel like Tiny needs, like, what, Daedalus to be up? They get the roll out on Lund, connects in a lot of heroes to force a buyback out onto Ducho. Can they find anything on CDUB, though? It still doesn't feel like they can. Ducho does manage to get a big toss back. They do get
Nice
the
toss.
CK kill.
Yeah.
That's a target they need to take out. Still trying to run. Good stuns coming out onto the Primal Beast as well. The Roar is up to stall, and they will find our Treant Protector, Yanbura. When Mark should be safe. Bash again from Lund on demand. Another bash on the shield crash, and Mark. Arrow does not connect. BKB forced out. He gets bashed again. Lund.
9 is dying
every
to
time.
creeps.
This guy's just blessed. 9 will fall to creeps. It is an annoying creep with a purge, I guess, being held back there, but they find a big one. Max out in the nick of time here. Will they force it onto the high ground? Nah, CDUB plays it patiently. Goes back to farming. And just maybe wait around Roche. Mark does pop his ult though. They got the stun off. He blinks onto the high ground. Tries to clear out Yanbura, and they will find that Treant kill once more. Buyback forced out. Arrow connects. The roll is here, but the roar is there onto Lund. He's still alive though. They're jumping in. These are starting to get really messy. Avalanche toss. BKBs are starting to save. Shido is racking up the stacks. Can the damage come through? The overgrowth's there finally, and Shido finds a kill onto Mark. All kind of isolated one by one. They popped all their spells. The BKBs are gone, and this is where the Slark shines as Double King starts to melt. All of these heroes falling with no buyback. Sanctified has to bail. Arrow does not connect. Can they get the root with Yanbura? Nah. They will get the slow end. Okay, the damage from that Axe is not insignificant from Lucha.
And Shido just knows what's up. Straight into the pit with all the damage. Edgy stolen. It's to be.
Yeah. Kind of told him to back off there.
Mark.
Let's see. Shido's by himself. The Lincolns does pop, but he does manage to get his ult off. Trying to jump forward. Really wants Double King. His stacks are building up. And they might be able to find us. Double King does get killed off by the toss. The overgrowth's great as well as they're keeping that chase going.
Mark is next.
Stuck in the back by himself. Does have the free patting from Black Dragon for him. Should be able to bail out. Still, Ducho gets the avalanche, gets a tree tosses out, and the damage again, it's actually not too bad. Mark starting to melt. The bashes are out. Mark falling. That Spirit Vessel doing so much work. They find another is Sanctified. They want that kill. Another bash out from Lund. The jump forward. The Ogre Seal Totem.
They're just
stunning them in the path. And they're all melting from the output on SKG. And SKG. And they go take this fight into the Roche. And again, CDUB just not ready. Like, they don't get the chain stunts, and the Slark is just was that you didn't have 25 for Shido until now. So now he's going to be feeling more confident to try to go for those plays. Bash out onto Isla. Immediate Dark Pact, though, just stays safe. They get the control onto Mark. BKBs are back up, though. Shido playing really risky. The Overgrowth doesn't manage to clip everyone, but they get this control in the backline. Double King's gone. No buyback still in that CK. No buyback on Mark as well. They're melting. They force that fight onto CDUB, and they're just getting dived by Shido.
Yeah,
they called the GG. What?
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
That is just brutal.
That went from 0 to 100 for SKG. Just because of that one fight around Roche, right? Around, I don't know.